Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Monday, August 4th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. Today on the show, we've got McEachern Construction with Dan McEachern and his guest, Franco Chang. They're going to be telling us about a patio enclosure that they just completed. And then a little bit after that, we've got a library update with Eileen Ordway. She's going to be telling us about Reserve Express. What is that? We'll find out soon enough. But first, folks, we want to keep you informed. If you've ever lost or found an item in the village, call 949-597-4435 or email lostandfound@vmsinc.org. Residents can expect a response within 48 hours. If it's a high-value lost and found items such as phones, keys, and wallets, well, they're stored in the security office for 30 days. Otherwise, items are stored at the locations where they are found. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast, folks. This week starts off with our traditional, typical morning clouds and also a bit of haze from the wildfire smokes. But the sunshine will take over by the afternoon. So keep your sunglasses out because you'll need them as temperatures warm up through the midweek, peaking around 87 degrees on Thursday. Perfect weather for a shady walk or lounging by the pool, but just make sure you stay hydrated, folks. Friday, things cool just a bit with more classic summer sunshine down to 83 degrees. So all in all, it's a great week to enjoy the outdoors. Just maybe save the gardening for early morning. Sunrise this morning was at 6:05 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:47. This photo of, what is that? I forgot the name of that bird. Anyway, sent to us by Judy Blondo. So we appreciate her sending that gorgeous photo in, that beautiful bird, and maybe you guys can tell me what the name of that bird is. If you'd like to send us your photos, please email those to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. Next up, we've got just a couple of meetings to tell you about, and then after the break, McEachern Construction will be with us. Stay tuned.
Your eyes let you see the world, every smile, every sunset, every moment.
At Harvard Eye Associates, our team of specialists is here to protect your vision.
From cataracts and glaucoma to retina and cornea care, we offer the latest treatments with a compassionate touch.
For over 50 years, you've trusted us with your eyes. We're honored to care for them for years to come.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
At Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Annette, how long has it been since we built your patio room?
A couple, 3 months, I guess.
Yeah. So how's it working out for you?
It's just working out great, and you did it in such a timely manner, and we just love it out here.
Yeah, and when you gave us this job, I told you, we'll do a nice job for you. Did we?
Absolutely, we really, really did it. We couldn't be happier.
Thanks a lot. Give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you too.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Have you ever thought about enclosing an outdoor patio for indoor space? Sounds like a great, fun project and a very good use of space. Here to tell us more, we've got Dan McEachern from McEachern Construction and his guest, Franco.
Franco Chang.
Welcome, Franco. Welcome, Dan. How are you two?
Glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
Appreciate the opportunity to talk about your construction company, what you offer to the guests. I know you've done a lot of projects here in the village.
You're right.
And am I correct in that all of them are patio enclosures?
Yeah, originally there were patio enclosures, patio covers. Then I started doing remodels and kitchen, bathrooms, all that. And then about 2.5 years ago, I went back to just doing the patios and patio enclosures. And so that's what we're doing now. So I've always done that, but I'm just concentrating on the patios now.
Yes.
So.
Well, I remember our last conversation, your guest was so happy. She used the space 100% more than she otherwise would have. Right. Franco, tell us how you got involved with Dan. I know your parents live here, so he worked on your parents' home?
Yes. So my parents are elderly. They lived in Culver City for decades, and we decided to move them down here. So we purchased this manor back in March, and then the patio, obviously the unit had a patio, about 200 square foot, and I've seen some other units that they enclose the patio, so you have some extra space. I was looking for contractors who will do their work. I've seen some other units who have done it. I came across with Dan by accident, actually. Someone else had referred him to me. I do my due diligence every time I hire a contractor. I usually interview about 3-4 of them, and I've done so. But Dan was the one that sounded very knowledgeable about enclosing the patio. He knew how to deal with the city of Laguna Woods, how to deal with the HOA, the Golden Ray Foundation. I felt like he is not going to be wasting my time, and his price was very reasonable. I was able to see a project that he has done not too far from my parents. Met the lady who owned the place. She was very happy with it. I saw the enclosed patio, which was not just closing up the patio, but turning into like a sunroom, right? So not just the outside, but he does the inside, the drywall, the ceiling, turns into like an extra room, right? The floor. So I love what I saw. We got into an agreement, and they started the project.
That sounds fantastic. So how did the proposal that Dan gave you compare to maybe others that you had received?
The one thing that stood out with Dan is his knowledge of dealing with the HOA, right? What they're looking for. I mean, code changes all the time, right? And I actually tried to do this myself, right? Manage the project myself by submitting the permit myself. He came back with all these requirements. I went to the city, do my due diligence, and they were asking me things that beyond my head, right? So Dan was able to just handle all that, with the city, with the HOA. He gave me a timeline. He explained to me the process, which is very different than other contractors that I interviewed. And obviously, the credibility was there. I saw one of the units that he had done it. There was no other things to think about. So
how about the price?
Price was very good. I mean, I don't always go for the cheapest, right? And he's not the cheapest in town, but he delivers a time. He does the quality, very detailed, meticulous work.
But again, that's going to save you money on the back end, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, when you're adding 200 plus square foot of living space, that is going to increase the value, right? I did it more for the comfort of my parents, right? I mean, my dad is 93 years old. My mom is 87 years old. It really turned out to be a really nice extra room for them to, face the street, but it's like a room, right, with all the windows, drywall, paint with the ceiling fan.
So Dan, when you go into look at a project, let's say for the first time, where potential client is inviting you in the home, you take a look, you listen to what their objectives are,
Yeah.
what their goals are.
Yeah.
And then are you able to sort of give an overall scope of what you think could be done aside from what their thoughts are?
Yeah, it's like his model there was a Casablanca, yeah.
It was Majorca.
Majorca, and
Yeah,
so you go there, and I'm very familiar with that one, and we have done 2 or 3 of them in the past, year. And so I go out there and look at it, I go, I know what this model can look like when it's finished and what you can do to it. And Franco talks about the people enclose the patio. Not everybody finishes like a room, and you don't have to do that. If you want to just enclose it for whatever reason, keep your cats in, that's okay too. But I had a model where he had finished, and I said, I wanted Franco to see this. And so again, I know he was talking to other people, and that's fine, they got to do that. So let's go. But as soon as he walked in, I look at him, he loved it. And he goes, I think I might get this one. And so and of course the customers that, they're happy to show the job. They like to, these people that we've installed theirs, and they're happy for us. And so they're proud, they like to show it. And so Franco liked it, and then we went back, and so then we go, okay, let's get down to brass tacks here and figure this out. How can we do it?
Right.
I told him I want exactly like this.
You know what? He did.
Exactly like this to my parents.
Yeah.
And since we finished my parents, we had maybe 3-4 people that stopped by asking who did the work.
Yeah.
He loves the style and all that. And, that's why I asked him for his business cards, and we gave out a few already. But
that place is right on the street, and people go by, and so I probably had 2 or 3 leads off of that job. It
it's
seems
like
to work.
a model home. Yeah.
So, Franco, what is amazing to me, because I've been surrounded by a lot of construction projects throughout my life, is that your parents bought the unit in March
Yes.
of this year.
Of this year.
It is just now August.
Yeah.
That is very fast.
Patio enclosures are quicker, but we had some issues to start off with.
Well, with the materials.
The materials, because what was going on, the factory had moved their base where they made the ceilings to Paris, California, and that slowed everything up. And I could not get and Franco's going. I had to call him a couple of times. They're not here yet, Franco. I'm telling you. But once it got started, then we got going because we had already prepared the wall. We have to do some of that stuff, but then waiting for the room. Then Franco goes, man, once you get it going, it really gets going, doesn't it? Yeah. And so that's what happened. Once
once you got the materials,
Right.
I think you took about 3 to 4 weeks max, right? And that's knocking down the wall, building a new wall, which require a different height than what it was. The windows, the laminate installed in the roof, all that was like 3-4 weeks. And so it's pretty quick.
So they were able to enjoy it at the start of the summer.
Yeah, I mean, we're just waiting for the blinds, which is with Home Depot, and that's a different story. But
That's out of your control.
yeah. But otherwise, it's done. It's finished. Yeah.
So, would you give Dan a recommendation to the neighbors here in the village?
I'll give him a 10 stars if I could.
There we go.
That's great.
And
That's
if I may, I'm a Korean descent. I'm a Korean American, but I also lived in South America, so I speak Spanish and I speak Korean, right? If I can tell to my compatriots Koreans who live in Laguna Woods, 다른 데 시간 낭비하지 마시고 이분을 고용하세요. 완벽한 짭입니다. No pierda su tiempo, contrate a Dan y él hace un trabajo excelente.
That's fantastic.
That's lovely.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Sure.
Dan, quickly, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, give us a call.
He just told his friends to get a hold of you.
Well,
여기
At least
전화번호가
I think he did.
있으니까 está el teléfono ahí. 949-922-3057. It's your cell phone, right?
Yeah, 949-922-3057. And we run these commercials, and Franco's going to be in one of these.
Oh,
coming up.
fantastic.
We'll do one in a few months.
Okay, well, I can't wait to see you two. All right.
Glad to.
Well, go enjoy that enclosure with your
Yep.
parents. Thank you so much for joining us today,
thanks a
Dan
lot.
and Franco. Appreciate
Thank you for
it.
having me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Coming up next, we've got a library update, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dan McEachran, and I'd like to introduce you to my son Brandon, who's now helping us carry on our 30-plus years tradition of working in Laguna Woods.
Happy to carry on my family's tradition.
Yeah. As you know, we build patio enclosures and patio covers. And with summer on us, it might be a good time to give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
How do I look?
You're looking really sharp, Brando. Very sharp.
Yeah.
Simple is beautiful. At Pacific Cremation Services, we've spent 10 treasured years helping families craft simple, memorable services for their loved ones, including memorials at sea. Starting at just $1,595, our thoughtful cremation plans provide everything you need to commemorate your loved one. It's been our honor to serve families in Orange County and beyond for the last decade. Thank you for your trust. Visit our website or give us a call to discover simplicity.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
The Laguna Woods History Center has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Visit us and find your place in history.
Welcome back to the show, folks. If you're looking for a way out of the sun and into some amazing reading materials, we were just discussing what's on the scene these days. I've got Eileen Ordway from the library here to give us an update.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi. Did you wanted to start with the Reserve Express or with that, the science fiction?
Wow. Well, I suppose now that I brought it up, we can just dive right into that.
Okay. We have a committee at our library who decides what new books we should buy each month. So we have a book vendor who sends us a list of like 170 new books that are getting published within the next 2 months. And they're all categorized like romance, mystery, and detectives, you know. And now they're science fiction and fantasy. And the category is just expanding. So every month there's more and more of them. And we don't have a lot of those kind of books at our library. We don't know whether it's because we haven't had them in the past, so people who like them don't come to our library.
Because they don't think you have them.
Yes, and nobody asks for us to buy them that often. So, you know, we have a process where people can request that we buy a certain book, but it's very rarely this type of book. So we're kind of interested in finding out if people would be interested in us buying more in this genre and then coming in and getting them from our library. So like recently, we got this series, it's called Empyrean, The Fourth Wing. It's, you know, a continent, a fake continent where there's warring factions, and then there's this brutal military academy where the students, you know, vie to become a dragon rider to go fight the wars. So things like those kind of types of books, you know, this is really popular. It's gotten, not necessarily at our library, but they've already bought rights to make it a TV series.
I was going to say, that sounds like a movie in the making.
Yeah, my sister from Pennsylvania said it's really popular at her library. She's in, not in an over 55 community, and it's been on the New York Times bestseller list for a while. So in September, we're going to have a display on our right next to our new bookshelves of the science fiction and fantasy books that we do have. So we'd like people to come in and see if there's anything there that they'd find interesting. And if they're like those types of books, let us know. Get the little card and fill it out and say, buy this, I'm interested in that. And we'd like to, build up this genre if people here would be interested.
That sounds fantastic. What is your most popular genre?
Suspense and mystery and detective. So like series books.
Very intellectual.
No, more like spy novels and things
but
like that.
But there's a mystery, so you got to figure it out.
Yeah. A lot of mystery series, like kind of like Law and Order, but yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I'm excited to hear about the results of your little experiment here.
Okay, that'd be great.
Next time we have you on, you'll have to let me know.
All right.
Are people sort of navigating towards this?
We're really
something
interested
new,
to see
something different.
Yeah, because we don't want people to just avoid us because they think, well, you don't have what I like.
have it.
So
Okay, so this is an open forum, open opportunity to let the library know what your preferences are.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
Stop
if you'd like
on
to see
in,
that,
check us out.
or if you'd wait for it to become a movie.
Yes, right. Like kind of like Game of Thrones. I mean, and we have all those too.
Yes.
Those books.
Those are fantastic. That was a great series. So you've got Reserve Express, which we need to help our viewers understand what this program's all about.
Right, and along those same lines with buying the new books, in September, October timeframe, that's when a lot of the most popular authors put out their new books so that they're out and available for holiday sales. A lot of people give books for gifts. Right now, we already have the new Dan Silva book, An Inside Job, and we do, it's a lot easier for people to get these books from us than from Orange County. Like for this one in particular, right now, there's 77 people waiting for this book, and we only have, well, now 13 people, because I just passed it on to the next person yesterday, waiting for it. So you'll get those books a lot sooner if they're from us. And then John Grisham, he's one of the ones that's coming out with a new one. Louise Penny, Debbie McCumber, Michael Connolly. So a lot of the favorite authors of, that our residents do check out a lot will be coming out with new books. So we have a feature in our catalog system where you can go in, log in, and to your account, go to reserves and requests as it shows on here, and then you pick receive new books. And it'll come up with a list of those authors that we have identified as ready for Reserve Express. You just pick the ones you want, and then as soon as that new book comes out, you're automatically added to the reserve list. You don't have to watch for it in the catalog, and it's random. So it's not first come, first serve.
Really?
So like if there's 14 people in line for John Grisham, you could be first. Even if you come in tomorrow and sign up, you could be the first one to get it. So every single time it's randomly generated. And then when it's ready for you to pick up, we contact you, and then you come get it and read it. And you won't have to wait as long as you might have to with Orange County.
And what is the checkout time duration?
2 weeks. So for something like this, if there's people waiting for it, you have to bring it back in 2 weeks because the next person needs to get it. If you get it towards the tail end or you pick up some other book, you can renew those if nobody's waiting for them for 2 more weeks.
Okay.
And then even after that, if you bring it back and say, I didn't lose it, but I'm not done yet, we can check it in and check it out for you again. So
okay. You just want to make sure that it's still...
it's still around,
It hasn't gone on vacation and stayed somewhere.
And got left in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Exactly. That's fantastic.
So and if we do not have your favorite author, just come into the library. You can email us, and I will add that author as quickly as possible, and I can add you right to the reserve list at the Reserve Express list at that time.
Is there a time of year that is more popular with the library, like as we go into the fall season and people kind of hunker down? Do they come in more often? Or?
Yes, like it was really weird. Our June statistics were down, and I think it's because people are traveling to go to graduations and weddings and things.
Sure.
And our July numbers were way up. So, and in the winter, it's always higher in the winter. Yes. People coming in to find things to take and do at home.
Well, you're also encouraging people, as the temperatures do rise, probably in the next month, maybe early September, come into the library
Yes.
where it's nice and cool.
Right. We've been so lucky. I mean, we haven't turned our air conditioning on yet, but
No.
it looks like this week we probably will.
It might get up there.
So if you want to save a few kilowatt hours of your electric bill, turn up your thermostat and then come into the library. It's really cool. And we have
and great company too.
Yes. We have a really nice reading area, a couple really comfortable chairs. We have tables. You can work on jigsaw puzzles. You can bring your laptops or your tablets, read our newspapers, our magazines. Yeah, it would be a great place to come in a hot afternoon.
I do love that you can still take your laptop, as you mentioned, and do your own work.
Yes.
Whatever it
Yes.
is you go to the library to do, but you're still around people.
Yes, exactly.
You're
exactly.
not by yourself.
If you walk in the door, we'll say hello.
Yes.
If you want to talk to us, we'll talk back to you. Yeah, it's not your typical library. Most, you always think about the librarian saying, "Shh,"
Right.
we don't
No,
do that.
no.
No. A lot of times we're the ones doing the talking. So,
That's great.
yeah,
That's fantastic.
totally
Eileen,
different type of library.
always such a pleasure, Eileen. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming.
you. It's good to see you too,
Nice
and
to
I
see you.
appreciate it.
I can't wait for the update.
Okay.
All right, folks, when we come back, we'll take a look at the Monday night movie preview, so stay with us.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
Because you have to be a big shot teacher. You have to open up your mouth. You have to be a big shot girl. She's living in her uptown world, but she never had a backstreet guy. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life.
Wait is over. A brand new pharmacy just minutes from your front door is now open. Service is our top priority at Laguna Pharmacy. Enjoy free same-day delivery, low over-the-counter prices, and personalized attention, all with the same copay you're used to. Tired of waiting on hold? Our experienced pharmacists answer your calls right away. We are in network with most Medicare plans and make the transfer process easy. Visit Laguna Pharmacy today for the exceptional care you deserve.
All right, folks, welcome back to the show. Let's take a look at tonight's movie preview. It's Ballad of Wallace Island. It's a 2025 movie starring Tim Key. This is brought to us by Advanced Ear Care. It's shown at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without subtitles. This movie is about an eccentric lottery winner who lives alone on a remote island, tries to make friends with his fantasies by making them come true and getting his favorite musicians to perform at his home. Sounds very interesting, and what an imagination. I love it. Let's take another look at our 5-day forecast, folks. Today's high is going to be 83, low of 63. Look at that. Looks like we've got some sunshine across the board for the next 5 days after that morning haze and fog burns off. Make sure you keep your sunscreen with you and stay hydrated as we approach 87 degrees on Thursday and Friday, high 80s, before we drop back down to the low 80s over the weekend again. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of This Day. From all of us here, we wish yours a beautiful one. See you tomorrow.